how are you doing? You who is watching us, you who is joining us from wherever you're joining us from. Welcome to Conversations with Mary. This is such a blessed time, it's such a blessed moment to be sharing with you. This fast season, this is one of its kind, as we shall be seeing. This fast season, we are going to be sharing about what it means and why it is very important for each one of us to have a personal experience with God or personal relationship with God, why we really need to experience God for ourselves. And we shall be doing that in different ways, as you'll be seeing following. But welcome, so excited to have you. um isn't it amazing that the reason as to why we make certain decisions, the reason as to why we do certain things is because of a certain experience that we have had? It could be a good experience, it could have been a negative experience, and maybe there's something that probably happened to you and you're like, that's not just for me. Or there's something that happened to you that drove you to a place of prayer, that drove you to a place of relationship with God, of more fellowship with God. Isn't it amazing? And the reason as to why I am doing this is because I've been in a very unfamiliar environment where people do not necessarily know God. And my home country, and that is in Uganda, we have, there's a sense of God in the country as a whole. Like, even people that don't necessarily believe in him, they probably have a sense of who he is. They just make a decision not to. So coming to this place, I had questions in my mind of, okay, Mary, were you spending time in the word because someone was watching you, or because someone was following up with you, or were you going to church because of culture? And I realized that it is very important for us to intentionally spend time in the word, to go to church, to fellowship with people, not just to show them the minister or your discipler that, yeah, I've come to church, and yet deep inside your heart there is really nothing happening. And it hit me that, oh my God, your personal relationship with God is what is going to sustain you, is what is going to carry you, is what is going to hold you, is what is going to take you deeper. If you do not have that sense, it is very easy to slip away. It is very easy to let go of that place of prayer. Psalm 91 verse 1 says, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Dwelling is a place of staying, it's a place of to remain there. And sometimes when we don't get a sense or revelation of God's word, or who the Lord is to us, we tend to slip away. We tend to say, I don't think these things work. I think the pastors they just say these things to make us come back over and over again. Oh my God. I believe that my spiritual father ministers from a place of experience with God. And for me, what it has done is it has changed how I pray, it has changed how I see things, it has changed what I do, it has literally changed everything about me. And I would like you to join me on this journey. I will leave you with this. I was really challenged by someone I highly admire, still admired, and that's my mother. One of those days when she was being nursed on the bed, she wasn't okay. She had not been to church for a while, and then visitors came home, and they gave her money, not in a sense of, oh, we feel very pity for you, but money to help, money to buy drinks, buy fruits, take care of her. And something she did that made me question my belief in God. Even when she wasn't able to walk, even when she wasn't able to go to church anymore, even when she wasn't able to minister, this really stood out for me. My mother called me. She told me, this is tithe, this is offertory. The rest you can hand it over to your big brother to take care of the bills. And for me, why it was very challenging was, why are you, is it even important for you to pay tithe and offer even when you're on your sick bed? Like, I mean, we understand you're not well, right? We understand you're not doing well health-wise. Why? What would challenge her to keep, or what would convict her to keep giving? It's not because the church even needed her money. And she never even stepped in church even after those gestures. And for me, it dawned on me after she went on to be with the Lord, that this woman was not doing it because of people. She was doing it because of her personal experience with God. She knew that regardless, no matter what happened, she knew that God was in her story. She knew that God had provided. She knew that God was her father. So her giving was not because of being pushed or told to give, but it was from a place of experience. And she would give joyfully. I believe that we went through that season smoothly because of her. And not even because of the money. The money was there, yes, and we thank God for the money. But in that period, my heart, I was ministered to by my mother. I believe it's not only me, because I've had testimonies of so many people, even in the hospital, saying she would show up and smile. She is going for treatment and she would show up and smile, and the hospital lit up. The doctors were excited to work on her. What a blessing. So we need to have that assurance too. And join me on that journey as I get to share my experiences, what I've learned, and how I've been able to stay put. And I believe that too will help you. So I'll be sharing. You will be, please watch out for the videos. I'm super excited to go on this journey with you. Have a beautiful day. May God bless you. Bye bye.